Greetings, everyone. This is Fashayo. This is, I know I missed some days, but this is week 2, day 8 for my yoga journal, for my yoga certification class. Last week I got really slack about, I ain't gonna say I got slack about it. I don't feel like I got slack. I couldn't process it, everything that went on. It was kind of a lot. And a lot of it was my normal stuff, but it was like me trying to fit yoga into my normal stuff was just, it was a lot. I was sad about my yoga experience with the kids ending. And I didn't expect to be sad. I didn't expect to miss them. I didn't expect to be sad because I don't have yoga on Mondays. So then I also went to a ceremony for a cousin who passed away, like, I think it was like 2 years ago. I'm bad with time periods. But anyway, I thought I was over her passing. And at the ceremony, I quickly realized I was not. And then I also quickly realized how personally I feel that the notion of being over someone that, was there from your very beginning, how being over them is, being gone is, this is my life because now I just got distracted. I realized how ridiculous it was, the thought of me being over someone's passing that I care that much about. I realized how ridiculous that was. I don't think you get over it. I think you learn how to cope with it. And hopefully, if you do some self-work, you can learn to cope with it well and productively. And you can learn to take all the lessons that they taught you while they were here with you. So I guess the question I'm going to do tonight is, this probably isn't right, but it's basically, how do I do yoga in an urban environment? I'm going to ask y'all in advance to excuse the noise. My niece and nephew are spending the night with us tonight. So my house is not calm at this time of night as it should be. But how do I do yoga in an urban, or I guess for me, urban meaning real life in a real way? First of all, today it was confirmed that yoga is not in its totality the positions, the poses, the postures, the asanas. So the way that I do yoga, the way that I did yoga this week was I had to exhale a lot of things away. I had to inhale a lot of good things. I did things like on the day that I was sad that we had a ceremony for my cousin. I was really sad, and so I decided to lean on children for joy. So what I did was I made sure that they were very happy. Took them to the movies, surprised them with taking them to the movies, and I kind of rode the wave of their happiness because I really just could not muster it up for myself. And so watching them be so excited and watching them have fun brought me out of it. I do yoga daily or in my life or whatever, by stating my true intentions, stating what it is I actually need. That way I take away the fear. No, that way I take away the possibility of failure on the part of the other person that I need something from. So if I need a compliment, hey babe, I need a compliment, tell me how hot I am. Things like that. Dealing with children all day, you need yoga. Excuse me, sometimes that means, I'm sorry, this got finished eating. It was really good too. David, sir, please. All right. But you just have to, first of all, yoga, before this class, has taught me that my children are their own individual people, um, with their own destinies, with their own paths and passions and all those things. So sometimes when I see them going off the path that I think that they should follow, I exhale my fears. Um, and that's pretty much it. I did notice today in yoga practice, I was very tired in class. I yawned through most of the practice, which I was glad. Our resident yogini, I read was women. So our resident yogini, Leslie, was not offended by. Because I really just couldn't help it. It was not boredom. I guess I was sleepy. I needed to breathe better, all that good stuff. But I noticed today that everybody had kind of emotional roller coaster kind of day, and I mean emotional roller coaster week, and I was very glad that it was a safe place for me to be able to share the way I felt and the things I dealt with without worrying about being judged for what I said, did, thought, you know. Everybody needs that kind of safe place. That's me doing yoga too, because I try to give people that safe place of non-judgment and, you know, letting them say what they need to say the way that they need to say it to get off their chest, and then we can self-correct if necessary after. But it's so very necessary. So I'm very appreciative of the company that I have in the yoga classes. I did do a headstand today. I'm very excited. Um, I'm excited. It was nice to be able to see the world from that angle. Um, and it was nice to be able to, at 36, in only my third teacher training class, to be able to achieve something like that was a big deal. I was excited. I still, I was gonna say I still wimped out of the back bend, the wheel, the full wheel pose back bend. But in having a conversation with myself in my head, I just chose not to. And a part of me felt like, that was failure, but another part of me was like, how many more weeks do we have left for me to do this? For me to strengthen myself and make it safe and not make it so tedious and not turn into something that I hate doing. I learned a lot about my body today, that I don't have limits. Not the limits I think I do. Well, I thought I did. It's just going to take time for some things. And that's just a basic lesson in life. What you can't do today, you'll be able to do tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day. If it's something that you want. And the key is if it's something that you want. I love inversions, apparently. And though I can only do like a couple, that's fine. I did it. And I did it fearlessly. And I did it again. And I did it one more time. And it's because of the people that I'm sitting around who push themselves and try. So I know that when I do something, if I don't achieve it at that point, that's fine. Nobody's going to laugh at me. Nobody's going to, poke fun. If anything, they're going to help me to achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve. Okay, so let me see. It's been 9 minutes. I think that's good enough. I've also learned that I still need to try to take time for myself. That's why I have not done my actual yoga practice as I should have this past week. I don't have time for myself. I have to do this for this person, that for that person. So I'm going to take time for myself this week. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And yeah, I think that's all. I'm trying to make sure I covered everything because I don't want to go to bed with a bunch of stuff on my mind. I came home to wine. Isn't that fabulous? My husband bought me wine. I had children running to the door and all that good stuff. The simple pleasures and joys of life. So, anywho, I think that is all I have to say for now. Thank you for all the people. Thank you to all the people who have subscribed to me recently. My new subscribers, I greatly appreciate you taking time to watch me live life. And for my familiar family, thank you so very much for hanging in with me all these years, months, days, weeks, days, however long you've been with me. I do appreciate it. And yeah, y'all make me not seem as crazy like I'm talking to myself, because y'all actually listening. So thank you, and I bid you all a wonderful, delightful farewell. I hope that you sleep well and wake well. So to you we say Asunjio, which is sleep well, wake well, and Odabo.